United has lost its game against Watford. It's no longer news. It is all over everywhere. And right now, everyone, be it who, beat Gary Neville, he is speechless. He's out of words because the man he has been standing for a very long time has been or has battled it up, and it's now his chance to see him out of Manchester United. Welcome to the Manchester United Matters channel. I go by the names of Rokan David, aka Arad, to this channel, and we are always live onto this channel, and we are back in the Talk Manchester United. My brother, how are you? My country is okay in there. And hey, can you add me? Yeah, soon I'm really going to add you guys. We're really going to talk to us, but I really have to first throw in certain things in here before you guys come through. Now, there are bullets that I feel like I should shoot to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. No reason for not shooting at him because he deserves to be shot at him. 876 Hitman, how are you? It's long time since we last here onto the channel, but all in all, I really want to let you know that we are going to shoot at Ole Gunnar Solskjaer because this time around he ain't surviving. There is no way Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is surviving. It's inevitable for him to be sacked, as you've seen it in the title. Ole has to be sacked and he has to leave Manchester United tonight. I came out for the previous 2 years. I was defending Ole Gunnar Solskjaer from 2019-2020 season, 2020-2021. I thought he would improve and really turn out things around, but it has finally failed. He can no longer turn things around, and trust me, he has fallen on his own sword. I've really put up this tweet onto my Twitter account, and this is how it read, and very many people have replied to it, especially Sean of the World News in there. I've tweeted and said that Solskjaer has fallen on his own sword, sticking with Harry Maguire, who is of form and not playing Eric Bailly, playing McTominay, yet don't even think he's better. With his favoritism, he should be sacked tonight in there. That is something that I really come up and put up onto this channel and on my Twitter handle, and very many people are reacting to it. But all in all, I want to paint a picture of why Ole should be out. One, being with players. We've been blaming people like Sancho not performing, Ronaldo not scoring goals. You saw that this manager knows that when he's behind, he needs Danny Van Beek onto the pitch. He needs Danny Van Beek on the pitch, not Scott McTominay or Fred Hill. He needs Nemanja Matic onto the pitch. He needs Sancho onto the pitch. He needs Anton Martial onto the pitch. You saw that goal as soon as the second half started. You know how that goal came about? Martial gets the ball, plays into Sancho. Sancho plays it, a very good cross to Ronaldo. Ronaldo heads it to Danny Van Beek, and Danny Van Beek, boom, to the back of the net, and it was 2-0 for match. It was 1-0 for Manchester United in there. So to me, I really feel like Ole is just a stubborn manager. He knows what to do. That's why you saw in the game of Atalanta where we drawn 2-2, when we are really a goal behind. Guess what Ole did? He brought on Jadon Sancho and Danny Van Beek because he knows they can unlock all the defenses. He knows that these are two direct players, and when they get the ball, they can cause havoc to the opponent. And stubbornly, he does not start them. In the game of Man City, he did the same thing. 2 goals down, he brings on Danny Van Beek and a man who goes by the names of Jadon Sancho onto the pitch. That it shows you that he really knows what to do, but because he feels like he should play according to what his opponent is playing, he benches these players. And United is not that virtual. It's not a team with that caliber or moment of thinking. United is a team that you are supposed to think about what it's going to do, not United to play according to the game plan of the opponent. United should play a team, our opponents should play on our plan, not we to play on the opponent's plan. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer failing to learn this on the job. He was supposed to be sacked against Man City. He survived after we lost 5-0. He came up and won against Spurs. People say it was a convincing win, but I didn't really like it because Spurs was also on the drift in there, with Nuno also on the brink of being sacked in there. And when United beat him 3-0, he was sacked in there. He went to Italy, Atalanta, we drawn 2-2. We saw that he had come with a 3-man defense, and when Rafael Varane was injured, United started to play with a 4-man defense. and we attacked this team and we played very well and we were exposed. Harry Maguire kept on exposing himself. If it was not Eric Bailly, this Jamaican lad would have done us a disgrace as a team of Manchester United. So it shows you that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer knows this very well, and he has survived 13 times to be sacked as a Manchester United manager, and this time round he is not surviving. After costing us a game, you bring in Harry Maguire, who is deep in form. I agree that Harry Maguire is one of the best defenders in the world. If I don't put him in the top 10, I agree. But trust me, every good player has a bad run. And what should you do when you're having a bad run? You should get that player resting time in there. Harry Maguire comes in at Manchester United after scoring 2 goals in the previous games of England, and he was really very expectant to come into this game and prove us wrong in there. Those who really came out and called out for his celebration in there, and the manager kept him onto the pitch. That is Harry Maguire, and that's how we celebrated when he scored against Albania. Forgetting that United is different from the England national team. England national team rarely plays the game of football, and United plays on a weekly basis. United playing on a weekly basis means that you are going to be criticized game in, game out. You are scoring corners when a team which goes by names of England is playing, but you are not scoring those corners at Manchester United. You've won almost the most number of corners, but you have not registered a goal. It shows you how inefficient you are, yet you have the height and you are tall. And these are the reasons why United brought you and you're not doing it. You celebrate while telling your haters to keep quiet. Now, who has exposed one another? It's you who has walked out with your shame, and your manager that has really been backing you to be into the backside of Manchester United, who goes by names of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, is now out because of you, and is going to be sacked. He is going to be sacked. Harry Maguire got a red card in this game. Remember, he returned into the Leicester game and he cost us a game. He cost us 3 goals into that Leicester game where United lost by 4 goals to 2. We went into the game against the side which goes by names of Liverpool. He cost us goals. He's the reason as why we conceded most of them. You get? So Harry Maguire is really the reason that we are conceding such goals, and he's being put onto the pitch, forced onto the pitch by a man who goes by names of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Solskjaer is doing the same thing to Marcus Rashford. You know very well that Marcus Rashford is injured, and you put him back onto the pitch each and every time you know he's injured, yet you have a fully fit Anton Martial. That is favoritism of the highest order, and that's why Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is supposed to be sacked. This game is being shown to me here. I will dream about it, because these are open sacking that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer should face in here at Manchester United. In there, I was looking for the tweet that Marcus Rashford put up, and it looks like he has even deleted it, because he had come out and said that we promise to get back, and I came out and told him this has become a song for all Manchester United players. Each and every time we lose, you promise us how you guys are really going to come back, but how many games does it require for you guys to come back? Very many games have been played of football. You guys have not come back, and you don't deserve any excuse. No, we are blaming you plus the manager, because some of you are being forced onto the pitch like Marcus Rashford, and Harry Maguire, who is the captain, would have told the coach, no, it looks like Eric Bailly is better than me this time round. He should play for me. I'm not in good form to come out and play for Manchester United. Because I'm the captain, I feel like Eric Bailly is in a better form than me, but you insist to keep onto the pitch and you shame the team. Harry Maguire, the captain, he gets a stupid red card, because you know we are looking for goals, and you know that if at all you've lost that ball, let him just contain him up, because you know if at all we go up and lose, if at all you get a yellow card, you are wearing a yellow card, that is going to be a second book, and you're going to get a red card. Which type of captain is Harry Maguire? Who doesn't know that? Who forgets that I'm the last man and I have a yellow card? Just let that man be and contain him, because it wouldn't mean that they are really going to score against us. that our defense was going to concede the goal because you were in a better position of containing him. You get? So you go up and cost United a red card. Harry Maguire, you are just a player who is good, but he's out of form and cannot tell the manager that although I'm the captain of the team, I feel like I'm not in the right shape of not playing this game of football. The same applies to Marcus Rashford. You are totally ill and the manager forces you onto the pitch and you are allowed to be onto the pitch. That's my reply that I really told to Marcus Rashford, however much he has gone ahead to delete his tweet. He has deleted it because I know people have gone over him. They have gone over him because there is no way people would spare Marcus Rashford in there. And I really feel like he has deleted this tweet. I really want to land on it and really read it out to you, what he really came out and said. You get? Marcus Rashford said, "We are sorry, we are united, we will bounce back." I told him every match, this is what you say after Manchester United loses. Ole out. Ole forces you onto the pitch, yet you're injured and you insist to play. Your career is being wasted. Yeah, because Marcus Rashford is one of those best players that we've seen at Manchester United. His career is being wasted by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in there. So very many people are really coming up here. I feel like I've taken long without reading out your tweet, your replies in there. Let me go into, I see Hitman in there, I see Talk Manu FC in there, and Robert Bailey. Robert Bailey says better than present manager in there. All right. Robert Bailey says he's better than Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, the present manager of Manchester United. All right, you can be, because he has the best squad in the Premier League. He has the best squad in the Premier League. Sancho, Rafael Varane, David De Gea, Paul Pogba, Ronaldo, Anton Martial, Nemanja Matic, Bruno Fernandes. Almost you're having close to 7 world-class players, and you have won 4 in your last 13 games. In the last 7 games, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has managed to collect only 4 points, and he has lost 14. Why not sack such a manager? Why not sack such a manager in there? I start off with Hitman. Adam Talk Sports first asked me, how is your country? My country is okay. My country is okay. People are being arrested, the terrorists in there. Then Dead Guzu, this is Hitman, says, hey, can you add me? I'm going to add you in there. Adam Talk Sports says, Ole, get your legend. Ole out, you're a legend, but go. All right, yes, he has to go. However much he's a legend, we are not really going to get sleepless nights each and every time we come up and we lose, because we are having a legend who is in charge of Manchester United. That's out. We cannot really call for that. That should be called out in there. I believe he's gone. Yeah, the reason as to why he's going to be gone by tonight is here. Let me show you this. Let me have something to show you in here. It has come from the Times, and it's everywhere. Even Fabrizio Romano is talking about it. That's the reason why I think he's going to be sacked. Manchester United board call emergency meeting to discuss Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's future as Manchester United's manager. When you go deep into this article, it really shows you that Ole's time is over. Ole's time is over. It's over. Because let me read to you this entire article. The article says, it's coming in from the times.uk in there. It reads, Manchester United have called an emergency meeting to discuss Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's dismissal as a manager in wake of the club's deliberating 4-1 loss at relegation-threatened Watford. The Sunday Times understands that the virtual meeting has been scheduled for 7 p.m. with Solskjaer's compensation times on its agenda. Yeah, I think it's ongoing now. It's like 46 minutes into that meeting. Solskjaer, who is aged 48, has now won just 4 games in 13, and the collapse in form has been dramatic, with a defeat at Vicarage Road following back-to-back home defeats to bitter rivals Man City and Liverpool. The Glazers have also instructed club's officials to further accelerate attempts to persuade Zinedine Zidane to take over the managerial position mid-season, increasing Manchester United's financial offer to the 3 times Champions League winning coach. And trust me, when Zidane comes in, he's really going to give something else to Manchester United. He's a winner. He might not be having a very good system that we are really up to, but all I fancy about him is that he can really get football out of these players. He's a good coach. He will come up with a very good coaching system at Manchester United that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has failed to adapt, because Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, thank you very much. You've built up a very good team, but you have failed really to do the needful. It's like you get a cow, give it grass, you feed it very well when it's pregnant, and it gives birth to when it gives birth to a child, and we expect milk out of it. You fail to get milk out of a cow that you've groomed, and a cow that you've seen come out to that level of becoming a mother and producing milk. Now Ole Gunnar Solskjaer cannot get out milk from the cow he has groomed and seen grow and give birth, and it has reached a stature of being milked, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer cannot milk it. So it shows you that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has to leave come what may. Ole has to go. Donny is the only player that showed her today. Yes, Donny van Beek played very well. Nemanja Matic played very well. Sancho played very well. Ronaldo played very well. I really like to give kudos to all those players. David De Gea, of course, he played very well. He made some couple of good saves, because in just 6 minutes, United would have conceded a penalty. He first saved the first penalty. It was retaken, and he saved it too. That shows you how David De Gea was in there. Hitman says he needs to get a sack. Of course, he needs to get a sack. And I have an update from a man who goes by names of Fabrizio Romano in there. For the very first time, however much the rumors have been circulating that only Manchester United is looking for a replacement of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Fabrizio Romano has come out and said that no, those rumors are wrong. And indeed, he has been proved wrong, because United brought back Solskjaer onto the job. Now today, around like 30 minutes back, Fabrizio Romano has tweeted this. Internal talks ongoing at Manchester United to discuss Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's position. Part of the board/officials pushing to sack the manager immediately. It's a serious possibility now after terrible performance at Vicarage Road. Final choice will be up to the Joel Glazers. But, oh my God, Joel Glazer knows nothing about a game of football. Joel Glazer is green about football. And how do the sacking of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer be in the hands of Joel Glazer? Doesn't Ed Woodward have enough balls to sack Ole Gunnar Solskjaer? All is being prevented from sacking Ole Gunnar Solskjaer because he has sacked 3 managers ever since Alex Ferguson left. What is Joel Glazer concerned in all this? It should be the CEO, Ed Woodward, telling them that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, you are having, if we sack you, you are having a compensation of £7 million. It's here. Please, you are leaving Manchester United. You are leaving tonight. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer shouldn't be a manager of Manchester United. He shouldn't be. And I'm asking myself, why is he still a manager of Manchester United? Ole Gunnar Solskjaer shouldn't be a manager of Manchester United. Why should the sacking of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer depend on the Glazers, as Fabrizio Romano is tweeting? This is really weird. Why should it depend on Joel Glazer? This is an open book. It's written all over the wall that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has failed to do the job of Manchester United. He would have been sacked when we lost 5-0 at Liverpool. You stayed with him against Atalanta, Tottenham Hotspur. We lost against Man City. You didn't sack him. After 2 weeks that we had, that a manager would have come in at Manchester United and really put things in order, he came back from holiday and he learned nothing and he forgot nothing, because if Ole Gunnar Solskjaer had forgotten or learned something new, he would have changed the system of play. One, Luke Shaw shouldn't be in this game of football. He shouldn't be in this game of football because he cost us goals in very many games. Him and Harry Maguire should be out of the Manchester United starting lineup. Eric Bay should have been in for Harry Maguire, and Alex Telles should have been in for Luke Shaw. And guys, trust me, if a manager who knows football comes in at Manchester United, there is no way, I repeat this, there is no way Harry Maguire will be on that pitch ahead of Eric Bay. I predict Eric Bay and Rafael Varane are going to be the central defense partnership of Manchester United. If at all a good manager who understands what football is comes at Manchester United, Eric Bay and a man who goes by the names of Rafael Varane are going to be the central back partnership of Manchester United. Lindelof and Harry Maguire are going to have to wait off the bench because that's where they deserve to be. That's where they deserve to be. You get Eric Bay and Rafael Varane. Rafael Varane will be doing the clean work, and Eric Bay will doing the donkey work or the dirty work. Even at Real Madrid, Sergio Ramos used to do that dirty work, and Rafael Varane used to do the clean work. You get? So I'm asking myself, guys who are watching in, reply to me. Does this need Joel Glazer a minute of thinking that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has failed to be the manager of Manchester United, that he has failed the job? Out of 21 points, you get 4. Even Norwich sacked a manager. Aston Villa sacked a manager. You get? Spurs sacked a manager. And United is looking. Yet all of those managers that we are sacked never had a drip in form like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is having. Then I'm asking myself, the CEO should take over. Why should Joel Glazer, a board member, take over the responsibility of a CEO? Because Ed Woodward is the CEO of Manchester United. He should sack Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Let him go in books that he's the CEO who sacked 4 managers who failed to perform, yet he's the one who appointed them and he stayed on the job. He should go into records. He should go into records. He should go into records. Talk Manu FC says Rokani for manager if United. Not really. But all in all, what we need a change in management at Manchester United. That's something that we should call for, and that is something that should happen immediately. Even in a game of a team which goes by names of Villarreal, we should see a new manager at Manchester United. Yes, not giving him a game of Villarreal because we are going to cost ourselves a Champions League. Rumor has it that they are going to sack the other managers, but Michael Carrick is going to stay. I asked myself, why should Carrick stay? If Phelan is leaving, McKenna is leaving, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is leaving, what has Michael Carrick done that is keeping him at the job? And if I'm to look here, Michael Carrick is the first person to be sacked. He should be the first person to be sacked on that team that I put on the screen. He should be the first person to be sacked at Manchester United. Why should he be sacked? 1, he's one of the best CDMs that have ever been at Manchester United and played football at Manchester United. Yes, I don't really have a no to that. It's a yes and a complete yes. And guess what has happened? He has failed to know that United's problem is a CDM. He has failed to know, yet he's one of the best that we had at Manchester United. Playing into that position very well. That is Michael Carrick in there for you. And he cannot even notice that we need a CDM. He cannot notice that Scott McTominay, whom they believe in a lot, that is the Knox Roy Keane for Manchester United, has failed to grasp the level of Manchester United, because Scott McTominay can play in any other team or in the bottom half of the Premier League, but not Manchester United. If he's to play at Manchester United, he's supposed to be a bench player. He shouldn't be a starter. He shouldn't be a starter. So why should they keep Michael Carrick at United? And I think their plan is going to be, you sack Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, you sack Mike Phelan, you sack the new set piece coach, you sack McKenna, and you leave Michael Carrick as an interim as they do the negotiations to take over the game of Villarreal. That's their plan. That's their plan. That's their plan. But no, this entire coaching staff should be swept. As you see them onto the screen, they should leave Manchester United immediately, because they've done us more harm than good. We appreciate Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has looked after this cow. He has brought in quality players and he has failed to manage them. He should be sacked. He should be sacked tonight. Michael Carrick shouldn't be given an interim job at Manchester United because they are saying that Michael Carrick should stay. What should keep him at the job when we don't have a CDM at Manchester United? The CDM he's recommending, Scott McTominay, cannot even play a quarter football of what Michael Carrick played at Manchester United. He cannot get the ball from the defenders and pass it to the midfield. Then why should we keep him at Manchester United? What's the reason of keeping Michael Carrick at Manchester United? Let's admit, let these people go and try something elsewhere. You get? Let Ole Gunnar Solskjaer go back and get his job back. Try to revive his career. You get? We just don't need these players at these ex-players at Manchester United. And I think right now we don't need a manager who is an ex-player at Manchester United, because we at sometimes feel like we have some mercy for him and we don't judge him genuinely. That's what we are doing at Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, because right now, if at all it was Mourinho, Louis van Gaal, or any other coach, he would already have been sacked from the job of Manchester United. But because he is a Manchester United legend, sometimes we feel like, oh no, he shouldn't be sacked. I came out in the game of Man City and called for his sacking. I backed Ole for a very long time, and we are really into this. And it's Ole Gunnar Solskjaer who has put us into this mess. He should leave the club, Carrick should leave, Phelan should leave, McKenna should leave, and their new set-piece coach should leave. They should leave, because there is no way of having a Diego Dalot, because if Aaron Wan-Bissaka, because Aaron Wan-Bissaka is not going to play each and every game. He won't improve under his management. If you bring in a manager, a Ten Hag, a Ragnick, a Brendan Rodgers, or a Zidane, they're really going to improve on this kind of player. They're going to improve Aaron Wan-Bissaka, because to me I will feel like if Aaron Wan-Bissaka improves his game going forward, he will displace Trent Alexander-Arnold and Reece James from the right back full position of England. He has the potential, because defensively he's good. Going forward is good, but the way he did that final ball in him is the problem. Ever since he came in at United, that has not improved of him. That means he's not being coached. He's not being coached. That's why we are Moments FC. We rely on moments. Brilliance of players. When Bruno is down, Ronaldo down, no magic is going to happen. Losing 4 to Watford, these are now the signs, you get, that United has been deteriorating. And I don't believe with the people that these players want the manager, all play for the manager. There is no way a player who plays for the manager can play like that. Donny van Beek, who came on, who has not been playing the game of football for a very long time, is the one who plays for the manager. That's how a player who plays for the manager plays football, as Donny van Beek did. That's how it's done. So don't come out and lie to yourselves that these players are playing for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. That's a total lie. It's a total lie. They are not playing for the manager. They are not playing for the manager. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. A player who plays for the manager will see himself like Donny van Beek onto that pitch. Run and step on each and every grass onto that pitch. Harry Maguire, who knows that he has a yellow card, and you say he's playing for the manager, he goes in for foul? No way, no way, no way, no way, no way, no way. Because you just know that I'm on a yellow card, let me leave this player and just maintain him. I've lost the ball. Let me see what happens. Because you've been doing that for a very long time. You did never fouled Iheanacho. You never fouled Josep Perez. You never fouled which other player? Which other player? You never fouled Mohamed Salah. You never fouled Firmino. All of those people turned on you and they went ahead and scored goals and you never fouled them. And by the time we are playing such teams, you are not booked at all. How do you dare go and do such a stupid mess when you know you are on a yellow card and you know that you are not going to get spared? You are the last man. And then you say you're playing for the manager. A player who plays for the manager goes in and says, now the game is tense. I think I should get off the pitch, because anytime I'm slow and the other players are fast, they can going to go past me and I'll really foul because I love the team. That's what we call a captain. A captain studies the situation, knows this time around I'm not fit to be into this game of football. However much the manager is going to put me here, I'm not fit to play for the club. Why doesn't Harry Maguire come out and act like a captain? And trust me, if at all a new manager comes in, one thing he's first going to do, rip the captain armband of Harry Maguire, because he doesn't deserve to be a captain of Manchester United. Rip it off him. Rip it off him. So guys, the sacking of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is inevitable. trust me, by midnight today, he's going to be given a sack. There is no way he's surviving. I don't see him surviving. He's leaving Manchester United and going. Please and please, don't give an excuse for this man to stay. This man should leave the job. He's not worth to be a Manchester United manager anymore. The time he has been here is enough. Then let a new manager come in. After that, let's deal with the Glazers because they are also a problem. But before all that happens, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer should go and the Glazers should follow him next. I'm out for now.